Hey everyone, this is Chris at Service Autopilot. I wanted to give you a brief demonstration of the mobile application from the perspective of a crew leader. Now, this is not going to go into a whole lot of detail about any one specific feature, so if you're interested in more specific content, then you should check out some of the other videos that are on specific topics. But this is just an overall broad view of the mobile application. So I'm logged in here as a crew leader of a maintenance crew. And here is somewhat of a general workflow that crew leader might go through in any given day. At the top of the page, I see my crew for the day. So I see the guys that have either been assigned to me by default or that I have personally added to my crew. Now I can edit this crew if I need to. Let's say that this guy here in the middle called out sick or he's not available to be on my crew for that day. I can click the down arrow here and click Edit Crew and select from any available resources here. So let's clock this guy out. He called out sick and we'll put in worker 1 here. Now, of course, this would be the actual names of your resources and their photos, not my demo examples here. So I'll click Done, and now I can clock my other guys into my crew, and a time record is being kept for the entire day here. So we track the time on a few different levels. Think of this as an overall time clock for the day. So from these buttons, we'll do things like track break times. So I can put people on break and then pull them off break if I need to. I can track a number of different non-billable categories, such as loading, unloading, driving to and from the office. And then this Start Other section is actually where you can create your own custom categories to track. Okay, so let's walk through the workflow for tracking one of our jobs here. The first thing that I'm going to do is click the Drive button. That's going to begin tracking my drive time to the job. At this point, I can click the map icon, which will bring up the default mapping application on my phone. So either Apple Maps on Apple devices or Google Maps for Android devices. This is just like getting directions to a restaurant. Simply click Start. It's going to give you your turn-by-turn directions using that app. When we arrive on the job, we'll click the name of the client, and it immediately tells me that I've got job notes that I need to view. These notes would have been entered earlier on in the process. Let's say that the estimator or the scheduler indicated that we needed to only mow the front yard or only mow the backyard, something like that, a special note about this job. So I click Yes here, and it shows me those notes. In this example, it was a gate code to get into the property. So I can check off that I've seen these notes and click Save, and it takes me into my job detail page. From here, I see exactly which service we're doing. Again, I see the job notes here, and I see how much time has been budgeted for this job. Now, this number is dynamic based on how many people are on the crew. So if I were to add somebody to this crew, a 4th person, this number would go down a little bit. If I were to remove somebody, again, if somebody called out sick or left early, then this number would go up a little bit because I would have less people to complete the job. So I see the job notes again, and now I can track my time working on the job. So I'll click Start Job. It immediately clocks in all 3 of my crew members into the job, and then my countdown clock starts here. When we're finished with the job, we'll click Stop. It asks if it's complete. We say yes, and it takes me back to my schedule to complete my next job. Let's take an example where we need to modify our job in some fashion. Maybe we need to add a product or we need to add a service. Again, I'll repeat the step of driving to the job by clicking the Drive button. I'll skip for now the step of mapping, and we'll just go straight into the property. So this job didn't have any special notes. I know that because I didn't get my pop-up message. Now I can just click Start Job, and to modify this job, I can click Options and choose from my list of products. So if during this maintenance job I was putting down one of my mulch types here, I'll just select the type of mulch. Now in my system, I have given the ability for the crew leader to modify the price as well as the cost for this. But if you wanted to remove that, you can absolutely hide these numbers from the crew leader if you would like. And now we'll click save and we'll say, no, we're done adding products. And then we'll complete our job as we did before. So that's a generic workflow for your crew leader in a maintenance type situation. Again, if you're interested in seeing some more specifics of certain features, check out some of the other videos. Thanks for watching.